Will you please stand and join us for the playing of our national anthem? After the national anthem, please remain standing for the invocation, which will be offered by Father Stanislaw Sarnecki, a member of the Society of Jesus and our campus ministry department.
Good and gracious God, God of joy, of light, and of hope, we thank you for this time of graduation. We ask now for your almighty hand to be upon these ramblers as they and their families celebrate this time of transition, this grand milestone. May they find comfort and support from our Loyola Academy community as they journey through life. Even though we have faced challenges during this pandemic and have accomplished much, we understand that our lives are moving into a new chapter. Bless our graduating seniors, class of 2021, with goodness and success. Enable them to stay true to their dreams for your greater glory, to discern what is right, good and just, and to use their gifts wisely and in service to others. Empower them to walk into the future with faith, hope, and great love, guided by your light. May they be a light to this world. Dear Ramblers, as we begin this Ignatian Jubilee year, in the words of St. Ignatius of Loyola, may you use all your talents to go forth and set the world on fire, fire of love. God's grace be to you, His grace be to us all. Amen.
Thank you, Father Stan, and please be seated. On behalf of our trustees, faculty, staff, and administration, and the members of the class of 2021, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the commencement of the 111th graduating class of Loyola Academy. We extend our sincere appreciation to all of you in attendance today. Also, special thanks to our parent volunteers for their assistance, and a huge thank you to Mrs. Julie Meyer and Mrs. Rose Shore of the Principal's Office, who have worked tirelessly to make this day happen. The last time they were here was for a New Kids on the Block concert, so if you see them dancing, you know why. Ramblers, here we are, the conclusion of one journey, the beginning of another. Some of you never doubted you would get here, and others of you worried me and your parents greatly, but you did it. However you got to this moment, you made it. I'm proud of you. Congratulations. So what just happened? At times I can't begin to comprehend what hit us. Like many of you, I never saw it coming. I can only imagine the stories you'll tell your children about your high school days. You'll probably say you went to class in your pajamas for a whole year, you learned how to smile with your eyes, and that your mom was right that the coronavirus spreads faster in basements than in classrooms. Moms are really smart that way. The ups and downs of the last 14 months have taught us something about life. Sometimes it unexpectedly hits you and knocks you down. These are the moments that take your breath away and are seared in your memory forever. In addition to a pandemic, some of you have learned these lessons in personal, painful, and profound ways. One such story sits at the core of who we are as Loyola Academy. In Jesuit speak, we refer to these milestones as cannonball moments. And without the trajectory of one fateful cannonball, we wouldn't be here today. Let me explain with a quick history lesson about the life of St. Ignatius Loyola, the founder of the Jesuits and our school's namesake. Bear with me as I take you back to the days of land battles and chivalry and, yes, cannonballs. For starters, St. Ignatius wasn't born a saint. In fact, he remains the only canonized saint with an official police record. That means there's hope for many of you in this audience. Exactly 500 years ago and 2 days, on May 20th, 1521, St. Ignatius was hit by a cannonball at the Battle of Pamplona. He never saw it coming. Sound familiar? This incident summarily ended his military career and his hopes of living a lavish lifestyle as a courtier for the king. His leg was badly mangled, and even though he could not walk for many months, Ignatius made it back to his family's home in Loyola, Spain. Stuck in bed, reality set in, and out of boredom, Ignatius read two of the few books that were available to him, The Life of Christ and The Lives of the Saints. These stories inspired an internal awakening that lifted his spirits and gave him hope. As Ignatius recovered, he began to hear God calling him to a more holy life. This sparked a conversion that drove all of his future actions. That cannonball moment changed his life and ours forever. And while St. Ignatius' story happened on a medieval battlefield, we've all been hit by something unexpected recently. And since I can't shield you from your own cannonballs, I think it's important that we carry forth St. Ignatius' life lessons as a part of what can be a type of cannonball preparedness manual. My working title with my publisher is What to Do When the Cannonball Hits. It's catchy, I know. 4 simple steps. Step 1, slow down and pray. We taught you how to pray for a reason. Stop with the busyness of life and simply talk with God. God, who are you calling me to be, and what are you calling me to do right now? Step 2, stay connected. We are companions on a journey for a lifetime. When in doubt, contact a classmate or a trusted adult. All you have to say is, I just got hit with a cannonball. I promise you, Rambler Nation will respond. Step 3, be grateful. Everything is a gift, the good times and the bad. When you are down, it's important to respond in generosity. Remember, what you give away, you always have. And step 4, be active. In the words of St. Ignatius Loyola, love is manifest in deeds more than words. I promise that you will be fulfilled in your life's work if you serve the needs of others more than your own desires. 4 simple steps to prepare you for the pilgrimage of your lives. There will be more cannonballs. That's unavoidable. But I hope you see that cannonball moments can open doors and show us strengths that we never thought we had, and gives us motivation to become the people God meant us to be. Ramblers, God bless you. You have learned well. You are ready for anything and any cannonball that comes your way. Go forth and set the world on fire. And now on to the address from our valedictorian. At Loyola Academy, we are dedicated to the education of women and men for others who are religious, intellectually competent, physically fit, loving, open to growth, and committed to doing justice. This year's valedictorian, Isabella Lombardo, is all of this and so much more. Isabella, will you please join us here on stage? I'm going to embarrass you for a second, so bear with me. Isabella is more than just good at school. She's outstanding. In her own words, Isabella writes, "I love learning. The process itself fascinates me. I have a natural curiosity about the world around me." Her teachers have witnessed this too, and they commented that Isabella has found her voice. You'll remember on Sunday, Isabella was our lone cantor at the baccalaureate mass. Her voice is very important to her. As one teacher puts it, Isabella is 110% committed to the things she's involved in. Her presence elevates any group, a class, a choir, a group in campus ministry. She generates a culture of hard work and excellence, and that's a lot more important than earning high grades. But you did that too. Please welcome to the podium Loyola Academy's 2021 valedictorian, Isabella Lombardo.
I know I'm not at the mic here, but I'm not singing this speech. Trust me, I tried. Thank you, Mr. Heinz, Father McGrath, Ms. Parody, and thank you, members of the Board of Trustees. And a special thank you to my parents. Mom, thank you for driving me to all of my thousands of choir and theater events back when I couldn't drive and supporting those passions endlessly. Dad, thank you for being so proud of me and reminding me to enjoy the small things in life, like your extensive bonsai collection. Friends, family, faculty, and staff, I'm honored to welcome you to this celebration on behalf of the Loyola Academy class of 2021. We made it! After 4 years of Quizlets, Kahoots, and Shobi folders, we made it. And while I clearly care about my schoolwork, high school isn't just about academics. It's not about the grades we earned or even the clubs and sports we joined. It's about the relationships we formed with teachers. It's about the friendships we made. When we look back on our experience at Loyola, we're not going to remember our final grade in physics. We're going to remember the people that made this experience so special. When I went on Kairos, I had an encounter that lingers in my mind and in my heart. Surprisingly, it wasn't in any of those big moments of reflection throughout the retreat, but rather something small, hidden away. It involved only me and one other person. It was the last day of Kairos, and we were all in the chapel reading the yellow notes we write to one another, expressing gratitude and reflecting on our place in each other's lives. The letters were full of love, support, and affirmation. There was one letter in particular I received that meant a lot to me, and since I hadn't written that person, I really wanted to thank them personally. Now, when I say this, you're going to laugh. When I sing in front of people, like at the baccalaureate mass last Sunday, I'm completely fine. No worries. But talking to someone one-on-one, no way. Heart palpitations, shaking, blinking back tears, the whole works. I was absolutely terrified, yes, terrified, to talk to this person one-on-one, and only to say a simple thank you. And I am completely aware of just how absurd and ironic this sounds. But I did it, and I felt so proud of myself. Initiating a conversation has always been a big challenge for me, and instead of letting fear and anxiety hold me back, I walked right up to this person, and almost in spite of my nerves, I did it anyway. In this small interaction, I realized I had found myself. It was January of senior year, but it did happen. And I think we've all found, or have come close to finding, our best selves during our time here. What were some of those moments that made you grow? Made you uncomfortable, but in a good way? Was it an interaction with a teacher where you asked for help and learned something about yourself? Was it auditioning for that ensemble or big solo? Maybe it was meeting someone unfamiliar during Arupe, or in the quiet moments prepping for an intense game against New Trier. Maybe it was in the big moments we shared as a class, like our last day all together on campus, or in the small, incidental graces of every day that we took for granted. Think of those times and the people who surrounded you when you felt your best, and hold on to that. Those moments reveal glimpses of who you truly are. As freshmen, when it came to taking the stage, many of us were scared, looking wide-eyed at the seniors in admiration, wondering if we'd be that cool and self-assured one day. It seemed so far away, that feeling of completeness and confidence. And even at the beginning of this year, with all its uncertainties, that feeling hadn't set in yet. But now, we are taking this stage, walking across it in stride as we enter the newest chapter of our lives. High school isn't just about academics. In these last 4 years, we've gained the tools and developed the skills we need to move forward. We've met people along the way who have challenged us, supported us, and uplifted us. And most importantly, we've learned who we are. And it's time now to introduce ourselves to our colleges and the wider world. On Kairos, somebody told me I was worth knowing. And I am telling you right now, you are so worth knowing. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Isabella. Next, we honor the two recipients of the Graduate at Graduation Award. The profile of the graduate at graduation is an integral part of Loyola Academy's mission. It has its roots in the first Jesuit high school, founded in Messina, Italy, in 1548. The profile connects the work of all Jesuit college preparatory schools worldwide. The Jesuit Schools Network asked the more than 60 Jesuit high schools across the United States to honor students with this distinction. The award reads, "The ultimate aim of Jesuit education is the full growth of the person, which leads to action. Action that is saturated with the spirit and presence of Jesus Christ, the woman and the man for others. Today, this award is presented to two seniors who best resemble this ideal. The female recipient of this award is described by a teacher as a diligent student who leads by example. She is a role model in and out of the classroom. She has excelled in her coursework, in campus ministry, as a member of the Math Modeling Club, Unidos, and she has been a constant presence in helping create a more welcoming community at Loyola Academy. Please join Father McGrath and me in congratulating the 2021 Female Graduate at Graduation Award winner, Carla Flores. Like Carla, the male recipient of this year's award reflects a unique and inspiring mix of strengths. He leads with positivity and joy. More importantly, he understands that leadership is service, and he understands that leaders love. He regularly embodies the ideals of this award by demonstrating what open to growth looks like in practice. Please join Father McGrath and me in congratulating the male recipient of the 2021 Graduate at Graduation Award, Declan Dunham. Each year, students recognize a teacher that's made a lasting contribution to the senior class, a teacher they feel made a lasting impression on their lives. Earlier this month, seniors voted on the Educator of the Year award. This year's winner is exceptionally collaborative. He constantly reimagines lesson plans with his colleagues to better meet the needs of his students. His department chair describes his teaching as approachable, responsive, relevant, and transformative. Moreover, his commitment to the mission of Loyola Academy, Jesuit education, service learning, and the gospel is evident in the way he inspires students to ask the fundamental questions of life. While these are serious endeavors, he brings a playful spirit and a quick wit to all he does. As Father Pedro Arupe noted, the essence of Jesuit education is the extent to which we go out of ourselves and give ourselves to others in love. This year's winner lives up to this statement to its fullest. Please join Father McGrath and me in congratulating our 2021 Educator of the Year from the Theology Department, Mr. Trevor Clark. And now it is my pleasure to introduce the President of Loyola Academy, the Reverend Patrick E. McGrath of the Society of Jesus, who will give our commencement address. Father McGrath.
Thank you, Mr. Hines. Ramblers of the class of 2021, I want to speak directly to you today. It's my privilege to speak on behalf of the Loyola community, this vast network of friends, alumni, families, all who are a part of the mission of this place. Since 1909, the life of Loyola Academy has been fed by a beautiful stream of people who have come to the campus, first in Rogers Park and now in Wilmette, to be a part of Jesuit education in our little corner of the world. On behalf of this tradition, on behalf of this school, on behalf of this community, I want to thank you and congratulate you. I want to thank you for demonstrating, not just this year, but in your 4 years at Loyola, a spirit of openness to growth, as we like to say, recognizing that what comes to you every day, not just at Loyola, but in every moment of your lives, is an invitation to recognize God present, the God that Ignatius assures us is to be experienced in everything. I want to thank you for the ways that you have jumped into the life of Loyola, tried new things, tested your limits, asked new questions, and recognize the operative grace in wondering together, in studying together, in learning together to become a community. As teammates and co-stars in plays and performances, in classrooms, in study groups, in your life outside the walls of Loyola, in generous service, especially to those most in need, you have made the graduation a reality. You have given witness to the world of what Jesuit education is all about. You have demonstrated a resilience and a spirit that would make St. Ignatius himself proud. And so thank you for that. Thank you for being you, and thank you for being Loyola and being people of hope and mission. As Mr. Hines said, we celebrate this week, just this past Thursday, the 500th anniversary of the cannonball experience of St. Ignatius. After being terribly wounded and facing his own death, he was brought back to that castle at Loyola, and with his life broken, and his body broken, and his hope fading away, Ignatius began to imagine something more. With God's grace, in a moment of fracture, in a moment of despair, he learned a new way to listen to his life. Frederick Buechner, the wonderful preacher, often says that the mission of life is to listen to your life, to recognize that all moments are key moments, and life itself is grace. And Ignatius discovered that not easily, but through a crucible of pain, he discovered that operative grace of God present, God speaking in the desires of his heart, in the great groanings of his soul. And he said to himself, if I ever get off this recovery bed, if I live through this, I've got to seek more. I've got to open my life up differently. And in time, he recognized a call to do great things for God. He didn't know what it would be. He'd take a pilgrimage, he'd make a movement, he'd step out of himself and out of that room and discover God in the world and in the mix. And as he went along, he would discern who he was being called to be and what he might do. This is your story, too. This is our story, we who follow in the tradition and the spirituality and the mission of St. Ignatius, to listen carefully to our lives, recognizing that all moments are key moments, and that life itself is grace. And to recognize that voice that speaks in the quiet of our heart, that voice that speaks through our experiences of success and in those moments of failure or doubt. That voice of God that comes to us in a time like a pandemic where horizons got short and we wondered, well, what would come next? And during this pandemic, this cannonball experience for us and our world, we also witnessed extraordinary human behavior in the courageous service and love offered by frontline workers and everyday folks who stepped up to be something more. And each of us, through these days, this 14 months, each of us has found ourselves reflecting more deeply, like Ignatius there at Loyola, and asking, if I can get out of this space, when we are set free from this, what will I do? Who will I be? We believe, you and I, we in this Jesuit tradition believe that we are called to discern the graces of these days, to not linger on the hurt, but to enter into the blessing, and to wonder what it is we ought to take with us in the next steps of our lives, to colleges and universities around the world, to new phases of your life that will be simply extraordinary. In these days of pandemic, we have been reminded painfully at times how much we long to be together and connected. Watching you play and celebrate life with each other over these last few days on campus has been a pure delight to see you be yourselves together and to find such joy in your friendship. As our Catholic tradition insists, we are created for each other, and we are created for a life with God. We belong to one another. It's time to move out of our isolation and fear to connection and community and hope. That's the Jesuit mission, and that's your path. Ambassadors of hope, contemplatives in action, discerning as you go along the call and the voice of God in your heart and your life, who persistently, faithfully will companion you and call you to something more, the Magus. In your years at Loyola, we have challenged you to cultivate those habits of reflection and prayer, and through that you have come to a deeper awareness of God's presence in your life and in the daily companionship of Jesus. So now we reflect and we gather the graces of these 4 years that you've spent with us at Loyola. And as we reflect, faces and stories come to mind, new friends, teammates, teachers. The lessons learned, the challenges faced, the joys experienced come to our awareness. And in a special way, we remind ourselves of the things we missed this past year, the things we longed for, and we commit to never forget the lessons of these days and the renewed priorities and purpose that have emerged as a result of our cannonball experience. And so now, like Ignatius leaving that room in Loyola, you leave the academy, sent into a world of noise and division as pilgrims who know how to dig deeper, reflect well, experience God in all things. May you know the grace to discern well that which matters most, and ultimately, always, to act with compassion and love. We are sending you to be hope for the world. Class of 2021, thank you. We are so proud of you. May God bless you, and go Ramblers.
Thank you, Father McGrath. Congratulations to all the award and scholarship recipients listed in the program, as well as to those who have distinguished themselves for outstanding leadership. You will note that seniors graduating with academic honors are listed in the program. Congratulations to our cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude graduates, as well as to our Dumbach and Clavius scholars and state and national scholarship recipients. The diplomas will be presented by Father McGrath and Ms. Nancy Parody, Chair of Loyola Academy's Board of Trustees. Sons and daughters of Loyola Academy and Marillac alumni and those of trustees, faculty, and staff will receive diplomas from their parents and, in some cases, their grandparents. A photographer is on hand today to capture the presentation of each diploma, and proofs will be sent to your homes. I ask that you hold your applause and refrain from any other conduct that might detract from the full recognition of a single graduate. After the last diploma is conferred, we will recognize the accomplishments of the entire class with a hearty Rambler round of applause. Mrs. Terry Jackson, Assistant Principal for Student Services, and Mr. Timothy Kane of the English Department will read the names of our graduates aloud. And now, Father McGrath and Miss Parody, on behalf of the faculty and staff, it is my distinct pleasure to present to you the candidates for a Loyola Academy diploma. The class of 2021 has successfully completed the academic requirements for graduation, and they have thereby merited diplomas. Graduates in the first row, please stand.
During today's commencement, as you read through the names in the graduation booklet, please note that due to unforeseen events, some graduates are absent from today's ceremony. Graduates, you will proceed to the stage with the people in your row. The faculty member on the outside of the aisle will direct you when to stand and proceed to the stage. When you get to the bottom of the stage, you will remove your mask for a quick photo with the school logo. You will then proceed up the stairs where you will give your name card to Mr. Hines or Mr. Neiman, and they will give you a diploma cover to carry as you walk across the stage when your name is called. In the center of the stage, there is a little spot with 2 green footprints. You will turn and face the audience for your first photo as a Loyola Academy graduate. For alumni of Loyola and Marillac presenting a diploma to their graduate, please join your Rambler when they exit their aisle and head toward the stage. After your photo is taken, you will proceed down the center stairs and back to your row with your fellow graduates. Please remain standing until everyone in your row has returned to your aisle. Parents and family, be sure to pay close attention so as not to miss your graduate as he or she crosses the stage. Thank you. Mr. Richard Adler, Loyola Academy class of 1978, will present the diploma to his son, Patrick Adler.
Mia Bella Alleman.
Brandon Ali.
Wesley David Alsbach.
Naomi Aluvilla.
Mr. Patrick Anderson, Loyola Academy class of 1986, will present the diploma to his son, Jack Patrick Anderson.
Dariana Grace Antonovich.
Irina Ariza Cooper.
Malik Arrow.
Ileana Arroyo.
Claudia Marie Audino.
Mr. Joseph Auer, Loyola Academy class of 1983, will present the diploma to his son, Martin Kelly Auer.
Jalen Anthony Axabal.
Patria Kaylee Balsam.
Hope Belordis.
Olivia Ella Bannock.
Michael Belordis.
Haley Elizabeth Bargo.
Mary Grace Barr.
Sean Arthur Baum.
Benjamin William Bazarek.
Grace Elizabeth Beard.
Caroline Elizabeth Belmont.
Mr. David Saunders, Loyola Academy class of 1981, will present the diploma to his son, artist Xavier Benjamin.
Eric William Berghoff.
Abigail Lynn Bevan.
Mr. Robert Belinsky, Loyola Academy class of 1984, will present the diploma to his daughter, Catherine Grace Belinsky.
Oscar William Blazer.
Michael Patrick Blint.
Dylan Paul Blakovich.
Caitlin Berkey.
Julia Teresa Bogdanovich.
Laith Bokhari.
Claire Kristen Bolin.
Owen Richard Boos.
Elizabeth Ann Borchers.
Dr. James Burton, Loyola Academy class of 1951, and Mr. John Burke, Loyola Academy class of 1980, will present the diploma to their grandson and son, Daniel James Burke.
Cameron James Boyd.
Mr. Michael Brash, Loyola Academy class of 1992, and Mrs. Corey Brash of the Loyola Academy Dean's Office will present the diploma to their daughter, Emily Claire Brash.
Emma Elizabeth Brady.
Mr. William Brandstrader, Loyola Academy class of 1988 and a member of the Loyola Academy Social Studies Department, and Mrs. Joanne Berghoff Brandstrader, Marillac class of 1984, will present the diploma to their son, William Ralph Brandstrader III.
Nicholas Frank Brown.
Alexander Patrick Brennan.
Mr. Timothy Brennan, Loyola Academy class of 1985, will present the diploma to his son, Liam Maxwell Brennan.
Mr. Matthew Brennan, Loyola Academy class of 1985, will present the diploma to his son, Patrick Kelly Brennan.
Ryan Luke Broderick.
Gabrielle Rose Brosnan.
Caroline Conway Brown.
Aiden Joseph Brownlee.
Mr. David R. Bryant, Loyola Academy class of 1957, and Mr. David A. Bryant, Loyola Academy class of 1986, will present the diploma to their granddaughter, daughter, Catherine Marie Bryant.
Marin Grace Burgess.
Mr. Tori Shura, Loyola Academy class of 1995, will present the diploma to his niece, Alexandra Hope Burns.
Julia Ann Buscalia.
Ms. Peggy King Butler, Loyola Academy class of 1995, will present the diploma to her daughter, Reagan Eileen Butler.
Mr. Dan Cahill, Loyola Academy class of 1987, will present the diploma to his daughter, Anna Lauren Cahill.
Maylani Bella Calcutt.
Stephen Matthew Kalk, Jr.
Ariana Jade Callahan.
Jack Chadwick Canty.
Ms. Kathleen Carden, Marillac class of 1988, will present the diploma to her son, John Joseph Carden.
Antonio Manuel Cardenas.
Bridget Eileen Carroll.
William Fitzgerald Cassidy.
William Haley Carroll.
John Anthony Cerveri.
Alexandra Rose Scherf.
Dr. George Champus, Loyola Academy class of 1989, will present the diploma to his daughter, Katia Champus.
Elizabeth Kate Scherf.
Elijah Mark Christensen.
Mr. Thomas A. Cleland, Loyola Academy class of 1961, and Mr. Thomas J. Cleland, Loyola Academy class of 1985, will present the diploma to their daughter, Nicole Ann Cleland.
Eileen Marie Clifford.
Mr. Doug Klingon, Loyola Academy class of 1985, will present the diploma to his daughter, Sarah Pauline Klingon.
Paul Michael Clune.
Connor James Clyde.
Mr. Christopher Collins, Loyola Academy class of 1992, will present the diploma to his daughter, Brooke Abigail Collins.
Mr. M. Casey Conahan, Loyola Academy class of 1983, will present the diploma to his son, Liam Casey Conahan.
Mrs. Julie Conway of the Loyola Academy Business Office will present the diploma to her daughter, Sophia Jia Shen Conway.
Kelly Nicole Corcoran.
Olivia Gabriella Cozzini.
Mr. Thomas Craddock, Loyola Academy class of 1992, will present the diploma to his son, Jack Thomas Craddock.
Robert Montgomery Craig II.
Benjamin Robert Crawford.
Kate Adair Crawshaw.
Zoe Krikos.
Daniel John Dorigo.
Mrs. Armida Enriquez Dabu of the Loyola Academy Business Office and Marillac class of 1994 will present the diploma to her daughter, Ariel Elise Dabu.
Mr. Tim Dare, Loyola Academy class of 1982, will present the diploma to his daughter, Olivia May Dare.
Scott Powers Dean.
Elizabeth Rose Delaney.
Thomas Vincent Delaney.
Eloise Ann Denker.
Nora Kathleen Detling.
Mr. Richard Devine, Loyola Academy class of 1961, and Mr. Matt Devine, Loyola Academy class of 1985, will present the diploma to their grandson and son, Patrick Fitzgerald Devine.
Alan Makiayu Hawa Diabor.
Aoife Patricia Delan.
Kevin James Diver, Jr.
Sophia Jane DeVito.
Ryan Patrick Dell.
Mary Estrella Doherty.
Erin Elizabeth Dombrowski.
Kevin Cahill Donovan.
Suzanne Elizabeth Donovan.
Mr. William Dooley, Loyola Academy Class of 1956, and Mr. Edwin Dooley, Loyola Academy Class of 1985, will present the diploma to their grandson and son, William Francis Dooley.
Sean Francis Doherty.
Fallon Shea Doyle.
Greta Susan Doyle.
Helena Elizabeth Allison Dunkel.
Declan Martin Dunham.
Mary Margaret Dunn.
Kristen Marie Dutkin.
Spencer Joseph Dizaki.
Mr. Lionel Ebling, Loyola Academy Class of 1993, will present the diploma to his son, John Clark Ebling.
Mr. Patrick Eilers, former Loyola Academy trustee, will present the diploma to his son, Patrick Vincent Eilers.
Ryan Elia.
Andrew James Emerson.
Mr. Andrew Ingalls, Loyola Academy Class of 1988, will present the diploma to his daughter, Claire Dorothy Ingalls.
Mr. Anthony Enrietto, Loyola Academy Class of 1988, will present the diploma to his daughter, Margaret Elizabeth Enrietto.
Christine Mahal Diaz Enrile.
Isabel Amelia Escobar.
Benjamin Evans.
Marianne Iola Faranubo.
Brandon Robert Failer.
Daniel Patrick Farrell.
Lauren Marie Failer.
Wosila Omopelebi Fatuga.
Lillian Fensel.
Paige Finley.
Mr. John Fiore, Loyola Academy class of 1990, will present the diploma to his son, Charles Albert Fiore.
Annabelle Ernestina Flaherty.
Mr. Michael Steppen Flanagan, Loyola Academy class of 1983, will present the diploma to his daughter, Hayes Waylon Flanagan.
Carla Maria Flores.
Mr. Michael Steppen Flanagan, Loyola Academy class of 1983, will present the diploma to his son, Michael Steppen Flanagan.
Kayla H. Fowler.
Josie Ann Franzak.
Jack Patrick Garrigus.
Mr. Michael Gervasio, Loyola Academy class of 1987, will present the diploma to his daughter, Suzanne Angelina Gervasio.
Michael Jerome Giamarusti.
Marvin Gibson, Jr.
Maya Elizabeth Ginn.
Reese L. Giordano.
Christ Gonsalves.
McGregor Emmett Gordon.
Madeline Marie Goss.
Brock Gerard Graff.
Catherine Sheehan Graham.
Dylan Ray Gripman.
Courtney Alexis Groves.
Saham Shiva Gupta.
Catherine August Gurley.
Mrs. Joy Guchow, Marillac class of 1988, will present the diploma to her daughter, Elizabeth Grace Guchow.
Angelica Therese Georgie.
Brendan Gregory Hadley.
Francesca Kiara Hamaker.
L. Hammerlink.
Theodore Ryan Hanley.
Brianne Fern Hansen.
Maria Christina Haralampopoulos.
William Atkins Hare.
Ava Marie Harmer.
Mr. Scott Hasley, Loyola Academy class of 1992, will present the diploma to his daughter, Eleanor Ann Hasley.
Mr. Norton O'Mara, Loyola Academy class of 1953, will present the diploma to his granddaughter, Maeve Frances Healy.
Thank you.
Liam Thomas Haney.
Mr. John Hegener, Loyola Academy class of 1988, will present the diploma to his son, Colin Richard Hegener.
Mr. Charles Heinz, Loyola Academy principal, will present the diploma to his daughter, Margaret Hannah Heinz.
Eric Christopher Heinz.
Mr. Daniel Herbert, Loyola Academy class of 1986, will present the diploma to his daughter, Mary Catherine Herbert.
Claudia Elise Herman.
Rory William Hessian.
Grace Therese Hyatt.
Mr. James Hogan, Loyola Academy class of 1956, will present the diploma to his grandson, Charles Eugene Hogan.
Mr. Michael Hogue, Loyola Academy class of 1988, will present the diploma to his son, Ian Joseph Hogue.
Dr. William Holohan, Loyola Academy class of 1977, will present the diploma to his son, John Jude Holohan.
Mr. Joseph Glunz Sr., Loyola Academy class of 1958, will present the diploma to his grandson, Joshua James Holtgreave.
Eva Rose Holton.
Mr. Alan Hoover, Loyola Academy class of 1986, will present the diploma to his daughter, Britt Hoover.
Christopher Jeffrey Haran.
Catherine Howard.
Mario Hrvojevic.
Mr. Thomas Klumpkin, Loyola Academy class of 1956, will present the diploma to his grandson, Kevin Patrick Hughes.
Colin Hugh.
Mr. Paul Holzman, Loyola Academy class of 1978, will present the diploma to the youngest of his 13 Loyola Academy graduate children, Aiden O'Dowd Holzman.
Caroline Frances Humphrey.
Ashley Kate Jablonski.
Dr. Marko Jaktorowicz, Loyola Academy class of 1979, will present the diploma to his son, Matthew John Jaktorowicz.
Chalin Alexander Jack.
Eleanor Ponto Jackson.
Mr. Chris Jansen, Loyola Academy class of 1988, will present the diploma to his daughter, Tess Elizabeth Jansen.
Sarah Elizabeth J.
Asher David Jones.
Bryn Elizabeth Jones.
Mr. John Joyce, Loyola Academy class of 1983, will present the diploma to his daughter, Anne Marie Joyce.
Mr. John Joyce, Loyola Academy class of 1984, will present the diploma to his son, Johnny Joyce.
Jamila Faith Jusino.
Allison Grace Just.
Serene Kalajian.
Mr. Timothy Kane, Loyola Academy class of 1986 and member of the English department, will present the diploma to his son, Colin Timothy Kane. Eden Lillian Kavanaugh.
Gregory Thomas Kapika.
Mr. Brett Ketzior, Loyola Academy class of 1987, will present the diploma to his son, Miles Henry Ketzior.
Yamima Offwork Kabita.
Lauren Sullivan Keenan.
Allison Angelise Keeler.
Mr. John Kelly, Loyola Academy class of 1983, will present the diploma to his son, Ryan Liam Kelly.
Mr. Robert Kelly, Loyola Academy class of 1962, and Mr. Robert Kelly III, Loyola Academy class of 1987, will present the diploma to their granddaughter and daughter, Abigail Blue Kelly.
Maeve Carol Kennedy.
Matthew Patrick Kelch.
Mary Claire Kerrigan.
Mr. John Kenny, Loyola Academy class of 1965, and Mr. Casey Kenny, Loyola Academy class of 1989, will present the diploma to their granddaughter and daughter, a fourth-generation Loyola Academy graduate, Madeline Margaret Kenny.
Casey Francis Kana.
Brenna Eve Kerwin.
Rachel Kim.
Sarah Kidane.
Mr. Thomas Kinsella, Loyola Academy class of 1987, will present the diploma to his daughter, Caroline Kinsella.
Dawson Charles Kimball.
Mr. Henry Klein, Loyola Academy class of 1989, will present the diploma to his son, Noah Robert Klein.
Jackson Delargical Kip.
William Edward Knox.
Justin Philip Klonowski.
Mr. Andy Cole, Loyola Academy class of 1986, will present the diploma to his son, Joseph Cole.
Tegan Mary Kerner.
Emily Helen Coleth.
Margaret Elizabeth Collada.
Erin Lauren Coleth.
David Matthew Kolsak II.
Alexander George Kosic.
Omaru Kone. Congrats.
Jason Paul Kusabab.
Joshua George Kreutz.
Frances Irene Lamb.
Rory Celine Lally.
Natalie Anastasia Lazaru.
Tyler Joseph Collier Langford.
Andrew Michael Lauer.
Rachel Celia Lagara.
Lucas Scott Ledbetter.
Dr. Timothy Listingy, Loyola Academy class of 1980, will present the diploma to his daughter, Anna Grace Listingy.
Benjamin Joseph Leo.
Hannah Mary Locke.
Mr. Jeff Lindeman of the Loyola Academy Athletics Department, will present the diploma to his son, Logan Pierce Lindeman.
Isabella Marie Lombardo.
Charles Thomas Loeb.
Congrats. Christopher Davis Laux.
Grace Caroline Loveland.
Allison Grace Ludden.
Mr. Mark Michael Lyman, Loyola Academy class of 1977, will present the diploma to his daughter, Quinn Griffith Lyman.
Mrs. Francesca Lynch of the Loyola Academy cafeteria will present the diploma to her daughter, Marissa Rose Lynch.
Mr. Timothy Murtaugh, Loyola Academy class of 1954, will present the diploma to his granddaughter, Nora Kathleen Lyons.
Evan Daniel McEwen.
Aiden James Madden.
Mr. Kevin Magner, Loyola Academy class of 1991, will present the diploma to his daughter, Caroline Deering Magner.
Mr. Casey Magner, Loyola Academy class of 1989, will present the diploma to his son, John Mitchell Magner.
Mr. Kevin Magner, Loyola Academy class of 1991, will present the diploma to his daughter, Molly Schwalm Magner.
Edward Aloysius Mahoney V.
Mr. Richard Malik, Loyola Academy class of 1989, will present the diploma to his son, Gordon Richard Malik.
Catherine Rose Mahoney.
Ms. Katie Malinock, Marillac class of 1991, will present the diploma to her daughter, Maeve Catherine Malinock.
Mackenzie June Mancini.
Maxwell John Marino.
Mr. Luis Martinez, Loyola Academy class of 1981, will present the diploma to his daughter, Gabrielle Louise Martinez.
Harper Rose Massengill.
Cameron Joseph Mateka.
William Richard McAndrew.
Mr. Mike McCarthy, Loyola Academy class of 1985, will present the diploma to his son, Liam Murphy McCarthy.
Mr. Stephen Mathis, Loyola Academy class of 1990, will present the diploma to his son, Jack Stephen Mathis.
John Thomas McCauley.
Mr. Stephen Mathis, Loyola Academy class of 1990, will present the diploma to his son, Owen Joseph Mathis.
Perrion Elijah McClinton.
Amaya Isis McCord.
Elizabeth Rose McDonald.
Mr. William McElligott, Loyola Academy class of 1981, will present the diploma to his son, Connor McElligott.
Mr. Thomas McAvoy, Loyola Academy class of 1984, will present the diploma to his son, Ozymandias Arbor McAvoy.
Kylie Ann McGowan.
Mr. Michael McGuire, Loyola Academy class of 1983, will present the diploma to his son, Michael McDonald McGuire.
Jane Barbara McKenna.
Lily Vaughn McManamy.
Mr. John McNaughton, Loyola Academy class of 1985, will present the diploma to his daughter, Lily Kathleen McNaughton.
Mr. Peter McNulty of the Loyola Academy Math Department will present the diploma to his daughter, Maeve Margaret McNulty.
Nathan Pierre Timmons Mendez.
Ryan Merck.
Odessa Helene Michael.
Mr. Peter Migley, Loyola Academy class of 1984, will present the diploma to his daughter, Eloise Julia Migley.
Angelica Joy Milkey.
Elizabeth Tyrrell Miller.
Roshni Mishra.
Rose Evelyn Misevich.
Caroline Wessel Mitchell.
Koku Anyo Germaine Malope.
Mr. Tino Montoya of the Loyola Academy Facilities Department will present the diploma to his son, Blaise Jose Montoya.
Naya Ann Moore.
Michael Anthony Morales.
David James Moran.
Mary Catherine Moran.
Brendan David Morgan.
Matthew Edward Moran.
Benjamin John Moreau.
Jake Lucas Moser.
Miss Faye Tellefson, Marillac class of 1985, will present the diploma to her son, Vincent Robert Mugley.
Samantha Grace Mulcrone.
Erin Elizabeth Mullaney.
Braden Wynn Mullen.
Allison Mary Mulvey.
Mr. Henry Muniz, Loyola Academy class of 1989, will present the diploma to his son, Henry Richard Muniz.
Michelle Elizabeth Murphy.
Martin Joseph Murray.
Sean Francis Murray.
Lauren Mary Meyer.
Caroline Grace Naraki.
Mr. Jeremy Naselli, Loyola Academy class of 1987, will present the diploma to his son, Daniel Lewis Naselli.
Edwin Alexander Navarrete.
Joseph Paul Nelson.
Sarah Elizabeth Nelson.
Brendan Nevins.
Ms. Jennifer Nego, Marillac class of 1989, will present the diploma to her daughter, Margaret Ann Nego.
Mr. Philip Neiman of the Loyola Academy Principal's Office will present the diploma to his daughter, Samantha Elizabeth Neiman.
John George Nikas.
Catherine Jane Norman.
Mr. James Novy, Loyola Academy class of 1988, will present the diploma to his son, James Frederick Novy.
Saoirse Ann O'Brien.
Mr. William O'Donnell, Loyola Academy class of 1967, will present the diploma to his son, Aidan Conrad O'Donnell.
Mr. Kevin O'Donnell, Loyola Academy class of 1986, will present the diploma to his son, Jack Oliver O'Donnell.
Mr. James O'Gara, Loyola Academy class of 1984, will present the diploma to his son, Thomas Francis O'Gara.
Mr. Charles O'Hara, Loyola Academy class of 1961, and Mr. Matt O'Hara, Loyola Academy class of 1990, will present the diploma to their grandson and son, Patrick Harvard O'Hara.
Grace Austin O'Malley.
Ella Corinne O'Neill.
Gianna Lynn O'Neill.
Maya Elizabeth O'Riordan.
Prince Nana Ofosu.
Anthony Michael Ogliori.
Alexa Renee Olson Youssef.
Isabella Claire Ogliori.
August Marcus Orlovsky.
Mr. John Sullivan, Loyola Academy class of 1966, will present the diploma to his granddaughter, Grace Catherine Ati.
Molly K. Otteson.
Stephanie Elizabeth Ovalle Lopez.
Mr. Frank Paganis, Loyola Academy class of 1989, will present the diploma to his son, Dean Paganis.
Mr. Arnold Park, Loyola Academy class of 1989, will present the diploma to his son, Sebastian James Park.
Annie Elizabeth Parker.
Summer Amore Parker Hall.
Mr. Chris Paxson, Loyola Academy class of 1979, will present the diploma to his son, Joseph Graham Paxson.
Mr. Stephen Pemberton, Loyola Academy trustee, will present the diploma to his son, Vaughn Ellis Pemberton.
Ashley Perez.
Isani Nathaniel Perryman.
Julia Delaney Petrosi.
Emma Nicole Piatigorsky.
Abigail Samantha Pinkerton.
Grayson Annabelle Pitt.
Alexandra Catherine Palmy.
Elizabeth Rose Powers.
Grace Marie Powers.
Ms. Lisa Puck, Marillac class of 1982, will present the diploma to her daughter, Elsa Jane Puck.
Mr. David Purcell, Loyola Academy class of 1982, will present the diploma to his daughter, Addison Ann Purcell.
Mr. Michael Purcell, Loyola Academy class of 1988, will present the diploma to his son, Kevin McNamara Purcell.
McNamara Paul Purcell.
Mr. Patrick Purdy, Loyola Academy class of 1986, will present the diploma to his daughter, Delaney Elizabeth Purdy.
Elizabeth Dubé Quackenbush.
Samantha Eve Qualls.
Ashley Marie Radke.
Charles Stephen Radke.
Juliana Elena Ramirez.
Noemi Rangel.
Angelina Rose Ranocchio.
Caitlin Michelle Raymond.
Colin John Redman.
Mr. Brian Reed, Loyola Academy class of 1997, will present the diploma to his daughter, Madeline Grace Reed.
Mr. Matthew Regan, Loyola Academy trustee, will present the diploma to his daughter, Elizabeth Ann Regan.
Rowan William Renier. Nice to see you.
Patrick Hopkins Riley.
William Michael Riley.
Mr. Michael Reichel, Loyola Academy class of 1986, will present the diploma to his son, Daniel James Reichel.
Emily Ann Rice.
Nina Marie Riley.
Daniel Reardon.
Victoria Danielle Rivera.
Emily Lynn Rivero.
Carly Patricia Robertson.
Shannon Bailey Robson.
Jane Helen Robertson.
Mr. Jeff Rohde, Loyola Academy class of 1984, will present the diploma to his daughter, Grace Marie Rohde.
Phoebe Joy Rosa.
Mr. Jeff Rohde, Loyola Academy class of 1984, will present the diploma to his daughter, Kristen Jude Rohde.
Ryan Scott Rosigno.
Mr. Jeff Rohde, Loyola Academy class of 1984, will present the diploma to his daughter, Mia Elizabeth Rohde.
Mr. James Philbin, Loyola Academy class of 1983, will present the diploma to his daughter, Lillian Rossi.
John Michael Rosinski.
Vaughn Lowruitt.
Joseph Rodolfo Rossman.
Scott Gary Rupert.
Emma Avery Rucker.
Liam Edward Ryan.
John William Ryan.
Silvana Rose Scarcella.
Emma Grace Santangelo.
Lily Peja Scott.
Ava Elizabeth Schmeltz.
Ethan Donald Servatius.
Mr. Les Seitzinger, Loyola Academy class of 1988, and a member of the Loyola Academy Advancement Office, will present the diploma to his daughter, Grace Mary Seitzinger.
Tyler Kenneth Shigori.
Mr. Les Seitzinger, Loyola Academy class of 1988, and a member of the Loyola Academy Advancement Office, will present the diploma to his son, Matthew Ignatius Seitzinger.
Erin Roberta Sheehan.
Mary Bridget Shaughnessy.
Richard Anthony Sherman II.
Dr. Phil Sheridan, Loyola Academy class of 1978, will present the diploma to his son, Philip John Sheridan.
Allison Joan Shust.
Kenyon Jameer Shotwell.
Julian Theodore Simmons.
Kira Jane Silk.
Mr. David Sipchin, Loyola Academy class of 1987, will present the diploma to his daughter, Nora Rachel Sipchin.
Mr. Henry Mawaki, Loyola Academy class of 1956, will present the diploma to his grandson, Henry Nichols Simons.
Jack Axel Skolnick.
Aaron Edward Skoken.
Charlotte McKenna Smith.
Caroline Mills Smith.
Stephanie Irene Smith.
McKinley Lewis Smith.
Ms. Jennifer Snyder of the Loyola Academy Science Department and Marillac class of 1990 will present the diploma to her daughter, Madeline Margaret Snyder.
Griffin James Snow.
Michael Robert Salmos.
Dane Benjamin Smoter.
Nicole Josefina Sotelo.
Devin John Smoter.
Mr. John Owen Stanton, Loyola Academy class of 1987, will present the diploma to his son, Leo John Stanton.
Jamie Lane Sperry.
Mr. Harold Liffendahl, Loyola Academy class of 1952, will present the diploma to his granddaughter, Maylee Kristen Starr.
Megan Scanlon Sperry.
William Joseph Bear Sternad.
Nicholas Donnelly Stone.
Mr. James Sullivan, Loyola Academy class of 1988, will present the diploma to his son, John Harold Sullivan.
Roman Sudamak.
Brandon Robert Svets.
Michael Daniel Sullivan.
Michael Anthony Takaki.
Foster Joseph Sweetnam.
Jonathan Taylor.
William Cooper Tamasia.
Taylor Alexis Thompson.
John William Thomas.
Michael Joseph Tillmont.
Grace Christina Tibshraney.
Kaylin Milan Tran.
Mr. Kevin Toomey, Loyola Academy class of 1989, will present the diploma to his daughter, Nora Kathleen Toomey.
Mr. John Shornack, Loyola Academy class of 1947, will present the diploma to his granddaughter, Courtney Ann Truman.
Sloan McCreary Trapp.
Jonathan Stephen Uratia.
Julia Joan Urban.
Mary Claire Van.
Catherine Elizabeth Vallis.
Jane Lillian Vance.
Mr. David Van Zelst, Loyola Academy class of 1981, will present the diploma to his son, Nathan Theodore Van Zelst.
Aiden David Wallert.
Mr. Robert Vaneco, Loyola Academy class of 1983, will present the diploma to his daughter, Eleanor Faye Vaneco.
Olivia Beata Wallert.
Ellen Elizabeth Wagner.
Kathleen Claire Wanamaker.
John Walberer.
Mari Eileen Wardrop.
Reed Patrick Walsh.
Emma Caroline Weatherhead.
Cecilia Margaret Ward.
Mrs. Colleen Whalen of the Loyola Academy English Department will present the diploma to her daughter, Mary Frances Whalen.
Annalise Stewart Waters.
Jalen Jashawn Ezel Williams.
Anna Meredith Weber.
Brendan O'Brien Wren.
Logan Ethan Whitehead.
Mrs. Kate York of the Loyola Academy Athletics Department will present the diploma to her daughter, Caroline Patricia York.
Octavia Williams.
Justin Alexander Perez Zara.
Ryan Matthew Wolf. Demel Yonan. Mr. Christopher Zaker of the Loyola Academy Theology Department will present the diploma to his daughter, Josephine Ann Zaker. Kate Amanda Skonina. Mr. Richard Zielinski, Loyola Academy class of 1985, will present the diploma to his son, Logan Chase Zielinski. Mr. Tom Ziprick, Loyola Academy class of 1957, and Mr. Tom Ziprick, Jr., Loyola Academy class of 1990, will present the diploma to their grandson and son, Thomas Anthony Ziprick. Mr. John Zumo, Loyola Academy class of 1988, will present the diploma to his son, Benjamin Patrick Zumo.
I am pleased to present the 111th graduating class of Loyola Academy, the class of 2021. So now it's yours. A Loyola Academy education, a diploma, membership in the ranks of distinguished Loyola Academy alumni, and a worldwide Jesuit network. I suspect in a few minutes our advancement team will have flooded your inbox with requests for donations. Get used to it. Seriously, thanks to the class of 2021 for the extraordinary leadership you have exhibited. You are a true credit to our school. But now the real work begins, to humbly carry forth God's will for your life, using your gifts, your knowledge, your heart for service and justice. Our hope is that at this time, Loyola Academy has prepared you to face life's cannonball moments, and that these years as ramblers have prepared you to heed the call of St. Ignatius, who challenges us to a life of service, all for the greater glory of God. In closing, please turn to the inside back cover of your program to join in the singing of our alma mater. Following the alma mater, those on stage will process out. Parents and guests may meet their graduates here in the arena or outside. Again, thank you for sharing this milestone celebration with us today, and may God bless Loyola Academy's class of 2021.
Let the story now be told. Hail to alma mater, praise maroon and gold. Loyola Academy, we stand and promise in your fame. We are here for others and resolve proud to bear your name. Loyola Academy, we stand and promise in your fame. We are here for others and resolve proud to bear